All right, let's try number 5 right there. I think that one looks pretty interesting. More than one way to do this one as well. I'm going to do it as an L shape, starting with this face, and then I'm going to chop away the extra little bit that's going to be left over inside that space right there. So it looks like 2, 5 up and down, and 5 along the bottom. So let's make a part file. Let's start a 2D sketch on the XY plane. Let's try to keep it in that same orientation as on the paper. So we said 5 up, 2 across. It's going to go 3 down, 3 across, 2 down, and back. Press escape to get out of the drawing feature. Then let's extrude it. Let's take a quick look. This thing's big. So across the top here, if I count, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. So when we extrude this, we're going to go 8 units. Alright, so interesting. It's close to the shape, but it's rotated. I want the L shape to give my front appearance. So let's try it and see if we can fix that. Where I really want it to sit like that rather than twisted on the angle. So if I click on that, I'm going to go set view as home, fixed distance or fit to view, doesn't matter, both work. And then what I'd really like is for this front side to actually be the front side. So that's how I'm going to always want front, top, and side, or right and left. Front, top, and right is what I'm always hoping is going to be defined as my front, my right, and my top. I'd like that orientation cube to be consistent. Now when I press home, it's good. I'm going to draw this thing that needs to be chopped away. We can do it all in one shot. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 units with 2's on either side. 4 units need to be chopped away, and it's going to be 3 up from the bottom. So if I go to the back side of this object, I'm going to draw on the back. I want to cut away a rectangle. So let's not fight. We could try to fidget with that and get it, but let's try to practice our dimensioning tool. So if I draw a rectangle and press escape, I can activate the dimensioning process. I'm going to click on those two and make that guy 0. And then I am going to dimension the outside there. Let's try a different dimension. So if I put a 2 there, I could either dimension this outside as being a 2, or I could define the part that I'm trying to cut away. The part that we're trying to cut away is this gap in between, and that's 6 units. No, we said it was 4 units, my bad. So let's actually dimension that. So dimensioning instead of the outside edge, which would be totally fine, let's dimension the actual rectangle. And then we said we wanted this rectangle to sit 3 units from the base. And then we can't dimension it. The system considers this to be over dimensioning. I can look at it and say, yeah, that's the 2 that I want. But if I ask it to lock it in, it says that that's too many bits of information. So always cancel it. If it gives you a warning, don't execute something that's being warned against. Just cancel out. All right, so let's try this and see what happens if I extrude that and click on it. And that is in the wrong direction. And then you could go over. You can extrude more than you want, or you can get comfortable with checking to see if the system recognizes what all would be in terms of a cutaway. And now if I rotate that back to home, I've arrived at the shape of number